Hi there crafters, it's Louise with you today, and I am sharing something a little bit different using my March kits from Kitaholic Kits. I have this 8x8 album at home that I've sort of been stashing till I can come up with just the right project, and I'm really not sure yet what I want to do with it. But I decided that looking at all of the really nice elements in this month's kit, that I should maybe just create some non-photo type layouts. So there's no pressure to coordinate them with a photo. There's no pressure to use certain elements to describe a photo. I may even decide that I want to gift this album sometime down the track. I'm not sure. I haven't made any decisions yet, but I wanted to create something that was slightly different. So, as you can see, the first thing I've done is started with the 8x8 background paper. So I've just cut it down using my cutter, and what I'm doing now is creating a little bit of a title page. So I've used the family word, even though, as I said, I don't know what I'm going to put in this album or even if I'm going to keep it. I think family is quite suitable for anybody who may choose to use this album down the track. I may gift it, as I've mentioned, so it's certainly something that I will continue to work on with each kit as it comes out. And I really like the way by adding some pages with this kit, and then next month I might add a couple more pages with the kit, it's really going to have some unique and interesting creations. So I've finished the first one, the title page, as you can see, and I've gathered some supplies for this second layout, which is sort of a bit of a focus on tags, and those beautiful foil overlays that came with the little project life cards were such a great addition to the kit, but I really struggled to use them, so I'm glad that I was able to actually get one onto this 8x8 page. So you can see that once I've done the background, I am starting to build elements around, and I don't want to say difficult without a photo, but it really challenges your creativity to think about things in a different way. So where I would normally have a photo and add layers around it, what I'm doing instead is adding layers into my actual layout as opposed to the photo itself. Now, moving on to the next page, and I think probably the most difficult thing about this is that I didn't want to make each of these look the same or have the same sort of techniques or processes to them. I wanted to include different things, and again, not working with a photo is really challenging that level of my creativity, so I'm just sort of playing around, and I do a lot of my thinking off camera. So you might see 3, 10, 12 minutes of footage, but what might take an hour over 2 or 3 nights at home, and I only video the important parts to show you. And it's a way for me to sort of come up with ways to create pages without causing too much unnecessary video time. Now, one of the things I want to say about that last page that you saw was the little tag pull out. So I've actually left that tag loose behind the actual elements that I've popped on that little page, so that I can, or whoever can, add some journaling to the back of that as well. And I apologize that for this video you do actually miss out on a little bit of that image, but certainly you get the idea, and you can see in the final elements how this particular page turns out. So I sort of wanted to keep a little bit of focus on the journaling and the memory keeping aspect, but also leave room to put some photos, whether that be a larger 4x6 photo or a couple of smaller 2x3 photos. Certainly what I'm thinking about while I'm creating this is the sort of things that I would put on these pages, but again, if I gift it, I want to be able to have anybody add their little touches. So one of my favorite parts about the kits that you get is the abundance of embellishments. So there's so many stickers and puffy stickers and exclusive die cuts. If you haven't checked out the kits and any of my previous videos, there's so many ways that you can actually utilize these supplies, and for such a reasonable price. So here's a look at the actual finished layouts, the mini layouts that I've done for this particular album. I look forward to sharing a couple more with you next month and in months to come. Thank you so much for watching, and of course, if you haven't, please make sure you subscribe.